You know, if The Simpsons can predict the future, then I don't like how real the idea of a celebrity president placing a dome over a town to control an outbreak is. Just food for thought.
20th Century Fox presents the greatest Simpsons family adventure of all time.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Raider Reviews, the first and only review show on the Raider News channel. My name is Ben Friedman, and with the coronavirus coming in and pretty much shutting the entire world down, I thought it would be best to review a comedy film. With that said, today I will be reviewing The Simpsons movie. Directed by David Silverman and with a screenplay written by a massive 11-person group, The Simpsons movie was released on July 27th, 2007, to positive critical response and a #1 spot at the box office, pulling in over $74 million. But did it impress the amateur critic you see before you? Well, let's find out. Let's kick off the review with the good.
Dad, it's not fair to use a bug zapper to catch the fish.
I think I have a nibble.
#1, the writing. Now, I know this will never be the same as the classic writing that defined The Simpsons back in the 90s. But despite that, the writing in this movie is just as amazing as it could be. This movie bangs out joke after joke without letting up. From the obvious visual gags to the most subtle one-liner, this movie truly covers the spread and makes you laugh from minute one all the way to the end. And the best part is, you don't even need to be a fan of the show or have seen the show's billion episodes in order to have a great time with this film. It's a perfect comedy to sit down, have a good laugh, and enjoy on any given day.
When disaster threatens our world,
They're going to destroy Springfield.
one family will show everyone what they're made of.
This is the worst day of my life.
So worst day of your life so far.
#2, the animation. This film truly breaks out of the classic 2D animation of the original TV show and really stretches the limit as to what the series can do. The addition of CGI makes a lot of the film seem more alive than before, even during some of the action sequences, and yes, there are action sequences. The inclusion of all these new techniques really helped draw the viewer into the world of Springfield, making the viewing experience all the more enjoyable. #3, the iconic moments. I haven't watched this film in about 3 years before sitting down to write this review, but the sheer amount of quotes and moments that I still remember is a testament to just how good this movie is. From Homer's motorcycle ride around the giant steel ball to the entire angry mob scene, this film has quotable and memorable moments coming out the wazoo. And if you need something any more convincing, well,
Spider-Pig,
take a listen to this.
Spider-Pig.
Still can't believe Sony made an entire movie out of that. But anyway, that's it for the good. Let's move on to the bad.
He's a pig. Look out, he is a spider pig.
#1, the timing. Now, I'm not talking about the comedic timing of the film, because the comedic timing is incredibly on point. I'm talking about when the movie came out. This film came out in 2007. The show, the original show, came out in 1989. That's an 18-year difference between the show's peak and the movie being released. By comparison, South Park premiered in 1997, and the film came out in 1999, a mere 2-year difference. Imagine how much better this film would have been with the original writers. But at least the movie we ended up getting was pretty damn good, so let's move on. #2, the character problem. In a show like The Simpsons, there are bound to be a few characters left out of the fold. But with that being said, a lot of characters get the royal shaft. They may just get a few lines, and as the movie progresses, we see less and less of them. And if that wasn't bad enough, the 2 new characters introduced in this film are characters that aren't really needed. Colin only exists as a subpar plot device for Lisa, and Russ Cargill is an alright villain, but imagine if they had someone like Sideshow Bob in there. That would have pushed the film over the threshold into amazing territory. But despite that, there's one more big problem with this movie. #3, Homer Simpson. Yep, the crux of the show, one of the most well-known characters in TV history, is the worst thing about The Simpsons movie. Why, you may ask? It's because Homer comes off as incredibly mean and vindictive, instead of just bumbling and idiotic. He has no remorse for any of his actions, and instead of him finding the lesson for himself, it takes a new character with about, 5 lines of dialogue to shake it out of him. Now, having a side character like this wouldn't be that big of a deal. But the problem is, this is Homer Simpson, the main character of the movie. It's something that most people are able to look past, but at the end of the day, it's something that will taint the film in the long run, seeing as it is one of the most famous characters in all of TV. A real dough from the movie, if there ever was one.
Did I save the day?
Actually, you doomed us all.
Go!
No.
How did the pig tracks get on the ceiling?
And now we finish with the bottom line. The Simpsons movie is a fun and hilarious romp with America's favorite family, but some problems with its characters and the potential of what could have been prevented from being Matt Groening and co.'s finest hour. But for what it is, it's a damn good time. I'm going to give the Simpsons movie 4 out of 5 stars. Thank you guys for watching the first episode of Raider Reviews. Make sure to be on the lookout for all videos coming on Raider News. My name is Ben Friedman. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time.